What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Physical Media Tonight. This is my weekly live stream on Wednesday. It is a Wednesday, right? I'm happy to be here, joined by now 80 people currently in the chat. 80 early arrivals to the live stream. That's incredible, guys. Thank you all so much for being here. I don't have too much on the agenda tonight. This is really kind of your all show. Ask me anything. We'll get into anything you guys want to talk about, physical media, movies, whatever. There's probably limitations on some stuff that I'll talk about, but whatever you guys want to get into, we will get into tonight. I've got a couple things that we can talk about. But beyond that, again, it's just your all show, whatever you guys want to talk about. And with that, I guess the main theme of the show, if you want to call it that, is it's Night of the Living Dead week. And I did get my Night of the Living Dead 1990 4K Steelbook in from Amazon on time. It came on time. So apparently Sony has no problem getting their Steelbooks out, but they have an issue getting Disney's Steelbooks out through Amazon or distributing them. So I do find that's interesting, but incredible Steelbook. Like, I knew this is going to be a gorgeous Steelbook, but to have this in person, this original poster on a Steelbook, just freaking awesome. Like, this is an incredible Steelbook. Let me do a little bit of an unboxing. I'm almost done with the theatrical cut. I got through it last night. Then I'm gonna watch the unrated cut. Then I'm gonna dig into all the features, and then we're gonna do this review proper, guys. And then I should have my review out probably by this Sunday, I would say. It takes me a bit, guys, to get through this stuff because I finished Tron last night and I watched some of the special features as well. And I shot my review for this tonight, so this will be out probably Friday. My review for Tron on 4K will be out. But yeah, gorgeous Steelbook. That Sony did a great job with this. It's a nice matte finish. I do prefer, not that I don't like a glossy finish, okay? Which this is kind of matte gloss, kind of a little bit fused together. It's not completely gloss, but it's a little bit glossier than the Night of the Living Dead Steelbook. But the matte is where it's at with the Steelbook, guys. Put that on a t-shirts, okay? The matte is where it's at. But look at that. Oh my goodness. Let's open this thing up. And there you have, there's some good stuff on the inside, guys. You know, I just have my Blu-ray disc, or my 4K disc is missing because it's in the player. But this is the Blu-ray. I will say, I thought I heard some people say that the unrated cut was not going to be on Blu-ray in this set, and it actually is. The unrated cut is on the Blu-ray with the theatrical cut, and the unrated cut is on the 4K with the theatrical cut as well. So that's kind of cool. I don't know where that came from. I don't, maybe when they first announced it, they didn't make it completely clear. I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm excited to talk about this one when I get through all of it. And yeah, it came on time from Amazon, and it's not damaged either. It's not damaged. It's not, go figure. This one didn't come in a box either. This one came in a bubble mailer. So I was nervous opening this up. But then you have that nice wraparound J card as well. You guys want to check out the features on the back. Let's just do the full unboxing, guys. And I'll be giving away the digital code to this and Tron, which I don't have Tron Legacy yet. I'm still waiting on that. But I'll give away those digital codes tonight. But we got to hit some like goals for that to happen. I've got a couple other 4Ks of newer films that I can give away as well if we hit those like goals. Let me share this stream real quick on my social medias, and then we'll get started, guys. I'll get into the chat. But let me know who in the chat, because I heard some people say theirs was delayed. Let me know in the chat. Did you order the Night of the Living Dead Steelbook? Did you get yours in on time? Who did you order it from? I know some people ordered it from different places. They got it in early. Let me know that in the chat. And have you watched it? What are your thoughts? Let me know that as well. Okay. Let me link this up real quick. I was a little behind, guys. I'm sorry. I'm always behind. I just shot a 50-minute long collection updates. There was a lot of stuff to get through, and my voice is I'm starting to feel it give out on me. I'll be okay though. I think I'll be all right. All right. Oh crap! I just seen somebody got in there. Oh my goodness, 4K. I'll call out 4K Media Guy. He's usually in the chat. I just noticed on my phone scrolling through Instagram, he got his Nightmare on Elm Street set in. That's the first person I've seen actually get it in. So I'm hoping to get mine soon from Warner Brothers. Now I do have the Steelbook set on order. I ordered that from Amazon, but I'm also getting a review copy in from Warner Brothers. So I'm hoping I get that in either tomorrow or Friday, because Saturday I'm gonna wake up probably 5 a.m. and I'm gonna watch all those suckers. I'm gonna binge through the 6 that I need to watch. I don't need to watch the first one because I watched that last year. I'm gonna watch all 6 of the Nightmare sequels. I'm gonna try to be done by like 3 in the afternoon. And then I'm gonna try. I don't know if I'm gonna wait to get my Steelbook set and just do it all in one video, but I'll probably try to shoot the review over the weekend. And then I'll just do a separate unboxing for the Steelbook set when that comes out. But very cool. Cool that I got to see somebody have it actually in their hands. The slipcover looked pristine as well. Oh my goodness. All right, let me get to the chat and see who we got here tonight. I hope you guys can hear me. I always forget to ask. Somebody F, Mary, Kill, Halloween, Alien, Jaws. Oh my god. I don't think I can do that. I I don't think I can do that. Well, you marry Jaws, right? You have to marry Jaws. You know, Jaws is Old Faithful, and it's truly like a top 3 movie of all time. I don't think anybody can dispute that. Um, I really don't want to kill Halloween. I think Halloween's a great film, but it's not even my favorite movie of that franchise. So I will kill Halloween. Okay? I don't want to. I love Halloween. And I'll F Alien. Does that sound good? I'll F the Alien, you know? I think it's got more to offer me than the shark or Michael for that matter. But yeah, I love Alien's my favorite of the Alien franchise. Jaws is of course my favorite of the Jaws franchise, but since Halloween's not my favorite of the Halloween franchise, that's Halloween 2. I got to kill Halloween. That was tough though. Thank you for that question. All right, you guys can hear me, right? Just call it PMT. What's up, Bright? See, Wright would have let me know if he couldn't hear me. All right. All right, everybody can hear me. Okay. I'm just making sure. So I filmed a video tonight. I was so frustrated. I filmed my Tron review. Okay. Flawless. I didn't mess up once, not one time. And that's very unusual for me. So it was going to be like a review. I didn't have to edit too much at all. And I go to check it out. I've got my mic plugged into my phone. Everything seems like it's working correctly. And then I go to playback the video, and there's no sound for whatever reason. I don't know. There's no sound. I got a newer iPhone. I got a Shure mic that's like it cost me like almost $400. I hook it up, doesn't work. Technology, right? It frustrated me so bad. It frustrated. I reshot the review. So I shot the Tron review twice. The second time was not as good as the first time. That's the one that you all are going to get. But I was so frustrated, I brought it up in the review. And it was very raw and it was emotional, and you're gonna have to deal with that in my Tron 4K review. Not that it's a bad review, but I just got to edit it more because I messed up more times the second time than I did the first. Very frustrating. But we got Josh here. What's going on, Josh? Any news or updates on the 4K release of Under Siege? Warner has been working on it for possible December. I didn't know they were working on Under Siege. That wasn't on my radar. So no, I don't have any news or updates on that. What's up, Williams? Cinema? I'm doing great, man. Hope you're doing good. Ryan said he got a shipping notification from Groove for Nightmare. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I'm excited. I should have ordered it from Groove too. What's up, Ken? How are you doing? Says LFL 83. How you doing, man? Top 5 Wesley Snipes movies. Drop Zone. I mean, number one's Demolition Man. You know, right? A White Man Can't Jump. Passenger 57. Oh, why am I forgetting Blade? Of course, Blade's in there. Blade and Blade 2 would probably be in there, to be honest. Blade 2, Passenger 57, White Man Can't Jump. Oh, I love Tu Wong Fu also. I feel like he's got a lot of ones I'm not thinking of. Yeah, those top 5s are hard. Like I really gotta like think about those and put a lot of thought into them. But I'll say 2 Blades and Demolition Man probably in my top 3 at least. Of the ones I've watched, I guess it would have to be like one of the sleepaway camps. I mean, the bar is not very high. Once I watch End of Days, which I do have, I got End of Days right here, guys. It might be that one because it's got like 5 new features, and I feel like that one's going to be pretty good. But as of right now, it's probably like Slumber Party Mass or Sleepaway Camp 2 or 3 or just the combination of both of them. I thought they were both solid releases. The best Steelbook of 2025. That's also a tough one. I feel like it would have to be something Lionsgate put out, but maybe not. I like this Night of the Living Dead one a lot, but I just got it, so I don't know if I could say it's the best. Again, that's another one I'd have to. The Basic Instinct one was really good. Yeah, I'm sure it's maybe one of the. And if you're wondering why my shelf is empty, like I'm in a collection reconstruction phase right now. So more on that later. I pre-ordered it. I think I'm gonna cancel it. I don't feel like I need that. I really don't. I'm trying to be a little bit more picky and choosy with the Steelbooks, not just order them because. And I did pre-order it because it's a Disney Steelbook and I knew it would sell out and I knew I could make the decision when it got closer to release date. That being said, it's coming out in 2 weeks. I need to make my decision quickly. Because that week alone, I've got 3 Steelbooks on pre-order. That's going to be $120 because I got The Quick and the Dead and I got Silverado, and I'm not canceling those 2. So those 2 aren't getting canceled. So Rocky Horror Picture Show might be the one that bites it. So yeah. Even though I think that movie will look great on 4K. I do. I just and I've seen that movie a lot. I just don't know if I'm in the mood to watch that one anytime soon. So whereas when I get Silverado and Quick of the Dead, I'll watch those immediately. What's up, Antonis? The Girl Next Door, I've only seen that movie a couple times, and I haven't seen it since 2005. For whatever reason, I know it's a comedy, but it is kind of a dark comedy. That movie always put me in a very weird, funky, depressed mood when I watched it. And I know it's got Alicia Cuthbert in it, whatever. Good looking girl. I know that's Old School is what I remember her from, and also House of Wax. But that movie, whenever I think about it, I get depressed. I don't know what it is, but I just do. I would like to rewatch it though. It's been years since I've seen it. Doesn't that have Paul Dano in it too? I know it has Emil Hirsch in it. First Steps on Demand last night. Have you seen it yet? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I saw it in the theaters. I thought it was pretty good. I like Galactus in it. I thought he was pretty cool. Yeah, I do. I plan on reviewing that. Yeah, I do. I do. What's up, R6 Cover Tops? Oh, guys, I forgot to set some like goals. We need to get to 100 likes, and I'll give away the Night of the Living Dead 4K digital code. How about that? And then 150, I'll give away Tron. And then if we can get to 200, maybe 175, I'll give away the other 2 codes that I got. Okay. Where are we at? We're only at 60 likes, guys. That's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah, there's 189 people in here watching. Are y'all watching from your TV? Can you not hit the like button? Come on, guys. What is this? Why isn't Terminator 3 on streaming? Is it not on streaming? Are you serious? I mean, it's on there at least to rent, right? I mean, I've got Terminator 3 on Blu-ray, so I'm good. I think I got that at a Dollar General for $4 back in the day. Oh shit. Terminator 3, where to watch? Oh, somebody on Reddit said Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines, where to watch. I can't find where to watch this. Even Amazon doesn't seem to have it. Am I just doing it wrong? Any advice is welcome. My 12-year-old is ready for movie 3. Just watch. Somebody said not worth it. uh, yeah, it doesn't appear to be streaming. I'm sure it's somewhere, but it doesn't appear to be on a streaming service. That's interesting. That's pretty interesting. But again, that's that's the point of physical media, right? So you don't have to worry about if it's on streaming or not. You own it, right? John Doe with a 4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, John. Can't believe I missed the Night of the Living Dead 4K Steelbook. Is it the standard 4K available? Not too big on Steelbooks. There is no standard, John. No standard. Unfortunately. Yeah, this is what Sony and Disney do. They just do Steelbooks now. Every now and then you'll get your standard, but it's either Steelbook or it's standard, and most of the time it's Steelbook. When it comes to the catalog restorations that they're doing. So I'm sorry. I do think it's sold out now. I think it will come back eventually, but it might be a bit until it comes back, which is another issue in and of itself with these Steelbooks and the availability. And I hate it. I think it stinks. But also this is why, guys, like when it comes, I don't always link everything as it goes up for pre-order. I just don't have time to do all that. But when it comes to the Disney and Sony stuff, and I know it's something that's going to sell out, I try to make an effort to link that for you guys in my community tab, to let you guys know that, hey, and I'm not trying to drive FOMO. I'm just going off of like what I know Disney and Sony to do in the past with these releases and how limited they are apparently. I want you guys to be able to get them, the people that want them. So I try to link this stuff as soon as it goes live, the pre-order. And I remember when I did it for Night of the Living Dead, somebody commented, "Oh, that's not going to sell out. Nobody cares about that movie." And of course, it sold out in like the first 5 days because it's a pretty like that movie. You can say what you want about it; it's a remake, but it's a very popular remake, like within the horror community. And the horror community is pretty much the physical media community. Like a lot of people that are in the horror community also collect physical media. They kind of go hand in hand. So I expected that one was going to sell out like very quickly. So yeah, when it comes to I mean, I'm not a massive fan of Steelbooks either, but I find myself being a huge Steelbook collector now because that's all they put out. So I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. But thank you for the super chat. Let me give you a little super clip. Let's go with Pinhead tonight.
We'll tear your soul apart.
That's pretty much what Disney and Sony say every single time they put out one of these Steelbooks. They're going to tear your soul and your wallet apart with these prices and the availability. All right, let's go back up here. Oh, LFL 83. When are you going to start your gaming channel? I mean, part of what I'm doing right now with the reorganization is setting myself up a little gaming corner so I can have a spot to put some of my games. Actually, if you in the corner right there, there's a lot of my Xbox 360 games. So I broke out a lot of my games on Sunday and I'm setting up a little spot to film over here. So that will be coming. I still don't want to jump into it until towards the end of the year, beginning of 2026, but I'm going to start getting ready for it and maybe filming a couple of videos just to put up. and have on the channel when I decide to debut it. So it's coming though. It's in the works. It's gonna happen, but it's not gonna be like this channel. I'm not gonna be putting out videos every day. It's gonna be like maybe 2 or 3 a month, something like that. But I'm excited for it. Are you a fan of the Transformers movies? Not really, Amanda. If I'm being honest, the first one's okay. I like Bumblebee, and I like the recent one that came out. It was okay. But most of the ones directed by Michael Bay, I think, are just some of the worst pieces of cinematic trash that I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not that big. I'm not that fond of that era of movies, like 2000s, 2010s, just that whole era, like the transitional period before like the superhero movies took over. Which, say what you will about them, they had a certain level of quality to them for a while. The Marvel stuff, at least. But the Transformers movies, oh my god, I hated that time period, like 2008, 2009, 2010. Oh my god, just horrible. Um, maybe, possibly, we'll see. I'm not going to do a lot of modern gaming content on that channel. It's going to be a lot of older stuff. I don't hate From Dusk Till Dawn, Wilbur. Where did you get that idea? Probably Zombieland. I like a little bit more, but Shaun of the Dead's great too. I would bet The Mask is gonna look better, but I haven't seen either, so I don't know really. But off the top of my head, The Mask. What's the worst superhero movie of all time? I feel like there's an answer to that. What is it? Fan 4 Stick from 2015. That was pretty horrible. I couldn't even finish it. So that has to be pretty bad. But also, I'm not very fond of the Hulk from 2003. I think that movie sucks. That's all that comes to mind, though. You know, even the really bad Marvel films, like the newer ones, like they're still of a certain quality. You know, you can't say they're like completely awful. Um, but yeah, maybe Fantastic Four 2015. I feel like there's oh, I don't like Iron Man 2 like at all. I don't know if I'd say it's awful, but I don't really like that movie. What's up, Don? What's the best high school comedy from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s, says Johnny. The 80s is Fast Times at Ridgemont High. The 90s is Can't Hardly Wait, and the 2000s is damn. What was in the 2000s? I'm gonna say Not Another Teen Movie. That's what I'm gonna say. Because the 2000s, you got away from the teen comedies and more into the adult comedies. I feel like the adult raunchy comedies like Old School and Anchorman and A 40-Year-Old Virgin and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I haven't seen the 90s one. Porky zapped again in high school. Okay. Collector Movie Man, I dropped it on Sunday. I threw a curveball this week, so if you missed it, I dropped it on Sunday. It's on the channel. You can go back and check it out. It is up though. Sweet. Yeah. That's what they do. Except for last week, Tron came in a box for me. I mean, he loves movies. I think he collects something. I don't know if it's like the current physical media, but I could see him collecting like laser discs or just film reels, maybe like Quentin Tarantino, or I don't know. You would think you would have heard about it if he did that. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I could see him having a pretty decent sized DVD or Blu-ray collection or something. I don't think he's like super into it. Probably not into the boutique labels or anything, but yeah. So I got Tron. Like I said, the Tron review will be out Friday probably. And Tron Legacy is still coming October the 7th. Yeah, I'm happy to have that set. I think I got it. Do I have it up? Oh yeah, it's up over by my Columbia Classics over there. Yeah, there it is. Tom collects farts in a glass jar. That's very likely. That could be the case. They should do Night of the Living Dead video game where it's online co-op. You would have to survive the night by working together and barricading the house would be awesome. Well, they kind of did that. There's a game called Left 4 Dead. Have you ever played that? BB Goth? Now it would be cool to do it Night of the Living Dead style, the aesthetic, the characters, all that stuff. But there's a game about, I mean, you don't barricade windows in it, but there's a game called Left 4 Dead where you go through these levels. I used to play it all the time with my friends, online co-op. And it was one of the best games. But you would go through these levels and you had to fight off these zombie hordes, and it got intense. If you were playing on like expert or something, it got intense playing that game. Like I remember many nights we were up, me and my group we were playing with online to like 4 or 5 in the morning, like trying to get through these campaigns. So yeah, I was there were some great zombie games on the 360 back in the day. Strangers Chapter 2. I don't know if I'll see it in theaters. I might see it when it comes to home video. Yeah. What's up, Travis? No, I never got a chance to check it out. I heard it kind of sucked though. I heard it sucked. What's up, Truck or Not? Yeah, we're getting close. We should be getting close to the Shocktober sale and another Kino sale. Which we got the Kino Barnes and Noble sale, but that's not as good as the actual Kino sale. Sweet. Yeah, I was going back and forth on whether or not I should order that or not. I don't think I should, but I kind of want it. I don't think I should though. Oh, sweet, sweet. What's up, SYC? How you doing? I do want to see Chris Stuckman's movie, Shelby Oaks. I don't know if I'll see it in the theaters, but I might try to, just to, support a content creator who made a movie. I think that's really cool. So yeah, I want to see it. I do want to see it. I'll be honest though, when the trailer, because I watched it, didn't do much for me, but hopefully the movie's a little bit better. Just you're giving away digital code. What digital code? The Night of the Living Dead? Thank you, Dingo Boy. Anything different in the Hush Steelbook release? Looks no, it's the same. It's the same stuff. I don't think they did anything different with it. Exact same stuff they put out last year. Hit that thumb. Thank you, thank you. What's up, Jay? Tale of Tape. I don't care what Michelle says. Your painting skills were pretty good. I painted very little. She painted most of it, which you guys saw if you watched the video. She had me in there like eating popcorn at one point. Like I was just sitting there watching her do it. It was pretty funny. Which is not intentional. I just really like popcorn. I go around the house snacking on popcorn. It's a light calorie snack, Just in time. Mikey's here. Steffi's here. I have arrived. Let's see. Uncle Gaga says, "What are the best movie shelves nowadays? I always bought the Atlantic ones, but they seem to be discontinued." I need help figuring that out because those are the shelves I bought, and now I don't know what to do. And now I'm running out of room, and I'm boxing stuff up because I don't know what shelves to get. I really just want to strip everything down and just do a whole new shelving system in here. But I need something. The next time I do it, like I have to just buy enough shelving for this whole room and just go ahead and put it all up. Because if I do it one by one, then one of them might get discontinued and I can't complete it. So whenever I find a shelf that I want, I got to buy like 10 of them and then just put them everywhere in here. I might have to move some of these. Like I want to move some of these in the closet and turn the closet into a storage space for physical media, like the DVDs and the Blu-rays and some of the other stuff. So I'll just have more space to store things. So that's what I want the evolution of the collection to be. Just call it PMT. Let's see. Oh, you got it on eBay. How much did you pay? That's crazy that movie's doing so well. Yeah, when we're getting into anime a little bit more in this house, my son really enjoys it. So we talked about going to see it. It was a really fun trip to McKay's. I enjoyed myself. We went twice. I went the first time, I went just for the movies, and then the second time I went for games, which I didn't film that. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, because I got the corpse bride right here, and I'm not trying to rub it in, but the slipcover is freaking nice. It is a nice slipcover. Really nice slipcover. You know, I'm kind of wondering if Arrow Video maybe is doing that. I don't know, because I mean they're doing a lot of the New Line stuff, and that's New Line. So part of me wonders if that's going to be a future Arrow Video release. Which the first one's already got a 4K, but like 2 and 3 do not have 4Ks. And there was a rumor for 2 to come to 4K a long time ago, a very long time ago. They got shipped in a bag, a freaking bag. What's up, Jeff? Um, Sweet. I'm excited. I'm excited to watch the uncensored version. I'd never seen the movie before, so I'm almost done with the theatrical version, which I'm not gonna lie, feels very similar to the original. Not like a shot for shot remake, but very similar, just more modern effects work and makeup effects. Obviously, Tom Savini directed it and he's a makeup effects guru. So the effects are gonna be of a certain quality and they look great in the movie. But I'm kind of looking forward to checking out the uncut versions because maybe there's going to be a lot more differences between them and it'll stand out a little bit more. So I'm excited to dig into that one. Oh, thank you. Am I at 37? Did I hit 37? I didn't think I did. Did I get there? Oh yeah, I'm at 37. Well, thank you. Yeah, we're 3,000 away from 40. Can I hit it by the end of the year? Probably not, you know. But that's okay. I'll hit it eventually. 40,000 will come. I tried ordering Night of the Living Dead Steelbook everywhere. It's out of stock everywhere. Yeah, I mean, Joe, man, I tried, okay? I posted it multiple times in my community tab. I even posted a few weeks ago that it was on Barnes & Noble's website. We can try to maybe look it up together tonight, see if we can find it anywhere, some of the other sites, maybe. But you got to be ready, okay? You got to put your game face on. This is a big boy hobby now, okay? You can't just sit on the sidelines anymore. You got it. When these steelbooks drop, bam, pre-order. You got to get on it, man. All right. Is Curse of Frankenstein Chunky Box on your most? No, it's not. I've never seen that movie, so I have no attachment to the film. Maybe I'll get the Warner Archive edition at some point, but I'm kind of nearing the ends of getting excited for picking up movies I haven't seen big elaborate versions of them for like 60, 70 bucks. It's losing its allure for me. Not that I didn't just grab 2 steelbooks of movies that I haven't seen before, but they are well-known movies, big movies, and I felt like I would enjoy them. So I got the Night of the Living Dead and Tron. Curse of the Frankenstein, I don't know. Maybe it's a great film, but it just doesn't. I just don't know if I want to pay. How much is that? Like 70, 80 bucks to get a big steelbook or big set of it or something. I'll wait till the Warner Archive goes down like 25 bucks because the Searchers has already gone down to like 20, 21, something like that. Ken, do you think there will be a reprint or should I shell out money to read? No. I try to tell you all that all the time. Don't shell out money. Wait. It's coming back. Okay. It will come back eventually. It may not come back within the next 3 months, but it'll come back. Eventually. Sony has a history of putting this stuff back in stock. Let's see. Oh, yeah, we could get into that real quick. Arrow Video shared an image of their December announcements. Now, obviously, we already know the big one, Turtles, is coming. They've already talked about that. So I don't even know if I'm going to do a video this Friday like I usually do with the Arrow Video announcements, just because the big one's Turtles, unless there's a couple of other big ones they announce. But let me pull this up. So this was their tease, and I don't know the movie Wild Style, but apparently it's that. It's a movie called Wild Style, which I looked it up, and it is kind of a basketball movie. So that would make sense. And that card's been in a lot of the 4K and Blu-ray releases. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be that. Wild Style is the first hip hop motion picture featuring graffiti, rap, and breakdance scenes in the Bronx and New York. So is there a basketball element to this film? I don't know. You guys tell me. Do they play basketball at a certain points in the movie? I'm trying to look. I can't find it. I don't know. I'm thinking it's gonna be Wild Style. That's what it's gonna be. But you guys tell me. I commented I would love for it to be Slam Dunk Ernest. That's what I wanted. But I don't know if everybody would agree with that. Guys, we got 242 people in here. Thank you all for joining me tonight. You know, it's a Wednesday night. It's in the middle of the week. It's a busy time for everybody, I know. And I appreciate you spending your time with me tonight. It means a lot, honestly. You know, I've been doing this for a long time, it feels like now. And you could say, well, 5, 6 years, that's not a long time. But I've been on here for a while, you know, and the fact that I still got people coming to join me on my normal live schedule and watching my videos and stuff, it means a lot, you know, because sometimes when you do this stuff for a long time, you kind of fade out. You know, people move on to the bigger, better things. And a lot of you all have always stuck with me, and I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Ah. I'm gonna get emotional. What is going on? So let me see where the likes are at. That's the only thing that matters is the likes. Okay. I'm just joking. 115, guys. I can give away Night of Living Dead code. Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for this? There it is. As soon as it blurries itself. Now, hopefully, you all can enjoy the special features, both versions on that digital code. Hopefully, that's all included. Oh, no. Shit. Sorry, guys. The theatrical version is only digitally. So you can only watch it theatrically. But it's better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. All right. So for 150, I'll give away Tron on 4K. Let's see. How did I get this? It didn't come out. What are you talking about? Night of the Living Dead? I pre-ordered it from Amazon and it arrived on release day. Um, Above the rim. Can I ask, when it comes to animated movies like some of the Batman stuff, is it worth upgrading from Blu-ray to 4K? Can you actually see a difference within animation? When it comes to animation, I upgrade very little. When it comes to the DC animated stuff, I think I've only got Mask of the Phantasm on 4K, and that's it. I'm not super into the DC animated stuff. So honestly, I'm not the best person to ask about that. Um, it's not something that I personally, now the animated movies I've seen in 4K always look great, but for me, I don't know. Yeah, Blu-rays and animated pretty much tend to look really good, and so do the 4Ks, especially if they're newer films. But I haven't seen Mask of the Phantasm yet. When you compare that to the Blu-ray, it might be pretty substantial because that's an older film. Um, so I don't have a good answer for you. I'm sorry, but I don't. I would say, like, you know, maybe upgrade one and then decide for yourself. There's a bunch of them. If you think it's worth it for that one, you might think it's worth it for all the other ones as well. Favorite Don Coscarelli films other than the Phantasm franchise? I don't think I know anything else that he's done, or I've seen anything else that he's done other than Phantasm, other than Bubba Hotep. And you guys know how I feel about Bubba Hotep. So, but I do need to watch Beastmaster. There'll be a reprint. Oh, you got it from Wally World. Cool. None of your business. Mine came on time. I pre-ordered it from Walmart. Sweet. Sweet. Guys, I'm 35 minutes behind. What is going How do I get so behind? Brian is here with a $10 super chat. Holy crap. Opinion about the future of Friday Film. Screenbox is still available from $80 or Screen Factory is still available from $80 on sale or up to 130. If I own none of them, is the box still good a purchase or should we wait for the 4K releases? Brian, I did a whole video about this. It was like 3 or 4 months ago, and I got a lot of pushback. There's a lot of people out there that would say, just get the Screen Factory version. You're good with those Blu-rays. And I would honestly tend to agree with that. Unless you're somebody that really is like super into 4K, and you got to have your stuff in 4K, or you're really into like special features and getting all the special features for your releases. I would say that Screen Factory set is a great way to own the entire franchise. It really is. And just get them all, good quality, really good features on a lot of them as well. A lot of new features. Part 6 has new features. Jason Goes to Hell has new features. Jason X has new features. Now they had all those on the Arrow versions, and they had new features as well. On top of that, the first 4 movies have 4K scans on the Blu-rays, and they really look good. Now, if I'm being honest, the 2 4Ks that have come out for part 1 and part 2, I prefer those 4Ks over the Blu-rays, but I feel like I'm in the minority on that, especially with part 1. A lot of people did not like part 1 on 4K because it was too dark. They liked the more bright, saturated look that Screen Factory did for Friday the 13th. So, but Friday the 13th Part 2, I thought looked gorgeous on 4K. I really did. But again, the Blu-ray from Screen Factory looks really good too. So I think the Screen Factory box set is a great way to just get them all on Blu-ray, really good quality, and just own them all. And like I said, a lot of them got new features. You got the uncut versions, the 3D version on Part 3. It's a great set. It really is. But honestly, when it comes to the remake, the Arrow Friday the 13th remake 4K, if you're a fan of that movie, that's such a great addition. And the Screen Factory version didn't have any new features. So maybe get that box set and then get the Arrow version of the remake, and then I think you'll be pretty covered with that. But then right after that, they'll upgrade them all to 4K. I don't know. It's a great box set though. It is. And I mean, for $80, I mean, that's a steal. If you could ever get it for $80, I would 100% jump on it. It was $50 a few weeks ago, but I've got a whole video just breaking all that down and asking the question, is it still relevant in 2025? Many people said it is. That's the consensus out there. So my opinion doesn't matter. Thank you so much for the super chat though. Let me give you a little super clip. I'll F the alien, Ken 2025. I never got into that show. Everybody was just going back and forth on it. I think I'm good. I'm not even gonna waste my time with it. Night 90 Steelbook, don't go to resell. Sony has reprinted Steelbooks. They have. They did it with Fright Night. They did it with a lot of their stuff. And a lot of times it'll come back and then it won't sell. And then it'll drop in price, you know. So don't do it. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to skip ahead. Favorite disturbing movie, says Rob Johnson. Favorite disturbing movie? That's a good question. I guess High Tension, maybe? That's a pretty disturbing film, and I do love that movie a lot. But I feel like there's a better answer. But I'll go with that. I'll go with that. All right, let's see. Oh, you pre-ordered Superman as soon as it went live on Amazon, got the supply chain issue. Was that the Steelbook? Was that the Steelbook, Ben? And you went to Walmart and got it? Thank you. Thank you all for the likes. Lethal Weapon for sure. Oh, nice. Yeah, a lot of people was commenting saying that they were either just there or they were going there or they go there regularly. So if I'm ever at a location like that and you see me like squatting down on the ground filming or something, like that's how you'll see me in the stores. You can say, "Hey, what's up?" That would be pretty cool. Um, yeah, Blade's awesome, but I've got such a deep rooted love for Demolition Man, and I think Wesley Snipes is so freaking good in that movie. He's such a great villain. But Blade's great too. I love Blade. I used to like Blade 2 used to be my favorite, but in the more recent years, Blade has really like crept up there and surpassed it. I love the first Blade. Yeah, mine is too, man. I'm excited, but I'm hoping I get to watch them all before I get that Steelbook set because I'm hoping I get the regular set in early. Uh, yeah, New Jack City. Yeah, you know what I did today? So because I had the Back to the Future Steelbooks pre-ordered. I have to get those. I love that franchise and I want individual nice steelbooks of those films because I love all three of them. Um, I had them pre-ordered on Amazon. I canceled all those pre-orders and ordered from Groove because they're on there. I'm like, why am I not ordering from Groove? Instead, they'll send them out early and I can get them in early. So I can't, and they'll send them probably packaged better, and I don't have to worry about damages as much. So I canceled my Amazon order for the Back to the Future Steelbooks, ordered on Groove this morning, and now I feel better about it. Another super chat from Brent Madison, 4.99. TerraVision has new release at Walmart this week. WNUF Halloween special double feature. 2-disc set and stored it. Only did you pick this up? I didn't, Brent. I own WNUF, and if I'm being honest, I didn't love that movie. So, um, now I saw some people say it's a double feature. Does it include the second one? Because when I was looking at the covers, it didn't say the second one. It said something else on the cover. So what films does it include exactly? But I'm curious to go into my Walmart. I may be going to Walmart Thursday or Friday and see if it's on the shelf. But my Walmart carries nothing ever, as you guys know from the video I dropped last week. So we'll see if that actually happens. But really cool. I mean, it's awesome. TerraVision releases are showing up in Walmart. That's cool. Paul Allen, $5 super chat. Thank you, Paul. Hi, Ken. Do you own any of the Hammer Horror 4K box sets? I own the both Quartermass box sets, and I think Horror Dracula is next to be announced. I don't, Paul. I don't. I haven't dove like full. I've seen some Hammer Horror stuff, but I haven't dove fully into that genre of horror. The stuff I've seen I really like. I just don't know if I'm ready to drop that kind of money on stuff that I'm not super familiar with. Um, but they seem like really awesome sets though, for sure, if you're into those kind of movies. But thank you so much, Paul. And Brent for the super chat. Let me give you all a super clip for your troubles.
It's coming! It's headed right for us!
It's coming right for us. 4K Media Guy, yeah, I just showed your picture off on the live stream because I popped up Instagram sharing my stream, and you're the first one I saw showing it off, so I showed it on here. Yeah, awesome. You need to be watching those. Don't be watching me. You need to be pop those in immediately. Check out Dream Warriors and tell me what it looks like in 4K. Immediately. I need to know. I can't wait. I haven't seen New Jack City. I have not. I've been waiting for Criterion to announce that. They should have done it by now. Jasper playing 9 with a 4.99 super chat. Thank you so much, Jasper. Ken, quit ordering doubles. Put the money towards a proper surround setup. It's cheap if you buy used. I'm working on it, Jasper. Okay. I'm working on it. I really am. I truly am. You don't think I am? I really am. But thank you, Jasper. And just for that, for giving me shit, I'll give you a little owl for that.
She got a great ass! And you got your head all the way up it!
I really need new clips, don't I? Thank you, Jasper. Yeah, Barnes and Noble sale going on. I talked about that on the physical media report this week. She was 24. I mean, back when that movie came out, I was 19, so that was perfectly acceptable for me to, find her attractive. Just saying. Okay. Any updates on Kino's 4K release of Mimic? No updates on that. No updates on that. Mimic is a movie I remember watching though. Is that who did Mimic? Is that Del Toro? Del Toro did that, right? I always get that one confused with Relic. So I hope they do Relic too. You should do the entire shelf behind you in alphabetical order. Oh, I can't do that. That would drive me crazy. I gotta have them together. I can see that because I hadn't seen Risky Business when I saw Girl Next Door. That is very similar. Yeah, I can definitely see that. What'd you ask? I mean, horror is one of my favorite genres, but sure, I'm not a horror guy. Is it because I haven't seen one movie in the horror genre? Um, I don't know. I missed out on stuff, guys. What do you want me to say? If it wasn't on the shelf of my local video store when I was a kid, I didn't see it. But I'm huge into horror. I mean, I talk about horror all the time, and I probably reviewed at least 200 horror 4K and Blu-ray releases since starting the channel. But yeah, I'm not a horror guy at all. I don't like horrors. I don't like them at all. Who cares about Terminator 3? A lot of people do. You know, it's a big. I have somebody come in the chat like every week and ask when Terminator 3 is coming to 4K. So I know at least one person really does. I have not seen Shelby Oaks. I'm not a horror guy, so I haven't seen it. I haven't seen Shelby Oaks. What will I be for Halloween? I don't really dress up too much, if I'm being honest. We did see some Squid Game costumes at Spirit Halloween, but we decided that if we're going to do that, we might just order it off of Amazon or something, or maybe make our own. I don't know. Maybe, or maybe go back and get them. I can't remember what my wife said, to be honest. I got my Tron Legacy Steelbook from Amazon. Yesterday was completely. Oh my god, I hate hearing that, man. That sucks. Damn it, bastards. I don't know what's going on with it. Like, what Amazons are just smashing Steelbooks and sending them? Terrible. Alex, I've been following you for 3 years, but living on the other side of the world. This is my first time live. Thank you for supporting physical media. Well, thank you so much, man. Thank you for the super chat and thank you for being here. Support me from across the world. And thank you for being a subscriber for 3 years. I appreciate that. Thank you so much, man. Do you own Stripes 4K Steelbook or both cuts? I don't have the Steelbook. I have the 4K in my Columbia Classics Volume 2 box set. So I didn't feel the need to get the Steelbook. Let's see. What's up, Quietly? Oh, you like Megan 2.0? You're like one of 5 people, you know. 4K transfer was fantastic. Yeah, I thought about getting that just because I wanted it to match with my Megan Steelbook, but then I was like, I didn't like the movie that much. So I'm not gonna spend $35 on a 4K Steelbook. I might get the 4K at some point, but it's not. I didn't hate the movie. It's a movie I don't feel like ever really watching again. At least not for a while. Did we hit 150 likes, guys? No, we're at 134. If we can get 16 more likes, I'll give away Tron 4K digital code. Oh, did it sell out? Well, that's pretty cool. Not. I mean, it would be fine if they did separate versions of Next Karate Kid and Karate Kid 2010, Karate Kid 3, Karate Kid 2. It's like you have all these Karate Kid films that are locked in a box set, sells out, nobody can get them. You know, that sucks. That's my problem with that kind of stuff, but that's what Sony does. All right, guys, I got to skip ahead. I'm way behind. I'm way behind. I'm sorry. No, I'm not going to be reviewing Kroll. I got the Mill Creek Blu-ray. I haven't watched it, so I didn't get the Steelbook. Nice. Thank you for being here. My pick would be Arrow, but because it's Paramount, maybe. I would not. I like Kino, okay? I love Kino. I don't want Kino doing From Dusk Till Dawn. I need somebody that's gonna put all the fixins in it, all their power and might and energy into that release. I need somebody to do that. If it comes out from Kino, it's just gonna be another 4K to them. I need somebody that's gonna recognize what they have and put something special into it. I need that from Dusk Till Dawn. It's one of my all-time favorites. Just got my Arrow video Spawn and Nightmare on Elm Street today. Nice. Yeah, it sucks, man. Oh, it's on Paramount Plus in 4K and Dolby Vision. Well, those sons of bitches. It is done in 4K. Look, that went up for pre-order in 2021. 2021. Or a listing went up. I don't know if the pre-order actually went up. That's how long it's been since we were supposed to get a 4K of that movie 4 years ago. We were supposed to get a 4K and it disappeared. What happened? I need to know. I'm so messed up over that. Yeah, that one too. God, it was such a terrible time. Terrible time. I'm nostalgic for Daredevil, Ben Affleck. I mean, that came out when I was in high school. I saw it in the theaters with my friends, and you know, you had Evanescence on the soundtrack and stuff. It was I liked it. I liked it. Oh, sweet. Glad that's not. Glad you enjoyed that. Madam Web, probably. Yeah, that's probably up there. I love Thor Ragnarok. I could get down with Thor Love and Thunder though. That movie sucked. Oh my god, that movie sucked ass. Yeah, Madam Web's probably objectively the worst. Morbius is bad too though. There's a lot of bad ones. Dazed and Confused is great. Dazed and Confused is great. I just don't see Dazed and Confused as like a real teen comedy. It's more like a dramedy. It's got some drama elements in it, coming of age as well. But I guess so does Fast Times. I don't know. I understand what you're saying though. You're not wrong for picking it. It's technically in the comedy category. Um, Iron Man 2 did suck. I hate it. Oh, super bad. That's the pick for the 2000s. You got it. You got it. Yeah, that's the pick. Green Lantern is pretty terrible. Yeah, I couldn't finish that one either. Oh, does he have film reels? I mean, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I got quite a few imports. Quite a few imports. I've actually got a series on the channel where I talk about the imports. Blu-rays. Oh my goodness. Blu-rays and 4Ks from around the world is what I call it. I need to do a part 3 of that. Yeah, those would all be good 4Ks. I don't know if they're, you know, due to the whole Victor Salva stuff, controversy, whatever you want to say. He's a shitty dude. I don't know if we'll see Jeepers Creepers on 4K anytime soon. I don't know if anybody wants to touch that, but you know, I would probably get the original Jeepers Creepers on 4K. I don't know about the second one. I'm not a huge fan of the second one, but the first one's good. Yeah, Catwoman I never watched. I never watched Elektra either. Like I was not into going to the theaters to watch those movies. Um, dude, if I could get it hooked up again, I would love to like get a crew together and play Left 4 Dead again. Is the Xbox 360 Live still work? Is it still functional? Could you do that? Left 4 Dead's freaking awesome. The second one was good too, but the first one I got the most fond memories with. Yeah, I agree. I mean, I don't blame the drivers at all. Unless they're out there Ace Ventura in it and throwing it and kicking it and all that kind of shit. I haven't seen Bunny Game, no. Yeah, I saw Meteor Man's getting a Blu-ray. I need to talk about that on the next Physical Media Report. I think I missed those releases. I do wanna see it. I don't know if I'll make it to the theater to see it. That might be a watch out. I'll have to watch that at home. Son-in-law, I mean, Encino Man for sure, and, Biodome. I mean, those 3 right there, we need a Blu-ray and 4K, especially Encino Man. Yeah, I didn't check it out, like, personally, but a lot of people told me it wasn't very good. Everybody's talking about their worst superhero movies. Oh, that's cool. Y'all have them in Australia. That's awesome. I don't think the comments are delayed. I think I'm delayed. That's the problem. I try, guys. I can't get to everything. What's up, Magic Hands? Yeah, like I said, I do want to get the Hellraiser game. I do. Um, but I don't plan on doing a ton of content on like new stuff. It's going to be the opposite of this channel. It's going to be the equivalent. Like if I got on here and reviewed VHS tapes and DVDs, like that's what that channel is going to be. Like I'm going to talk about my 360 games and just stuff that I loved from the past and things like that. PS3 and PS2 and maybe some Nintendo, NES, Super Nintendo, just shit like that. Retro stuff, I guess. But I might throw some new stuff in there from time to time. My thoughts on Vincent lately, I'm personally, I don't think they've had a bad year. They've done a lot of good stuff, but I'm taking a little bit of a step back. I've been ordering I ordered too much from them in like the halfway to Black Friday sale and the subscriber week. And it's like even if they announce something, unless they announce something I think is going to sell out that weekend, I'm going to take a step back from them and I'm going to try to not purchase anything from Vinegar Syndrome until Black Friday. I might grab something during Black Friday. Um, but I don't plan on grabbing anything in October. I just I feel like I'm spending too much with them. It's like they do their announcements and I'll get a couple releases and then it's like $90 and it's like why am I doing this? It's like this stuff's going to be on sale at some point and it's just not worth it. So they've announced some cool stuff this year. I really like Dirty Work. That was a good release. And there's a lot of stuff. I haven't watched The Dark Half yet. I haven't watched The Golden Child. There's a lot of stuff I got from them I haven't watched yet. So I need to watch the stuff I got from them before I start diving into their stuff. And I'm trying to cool it with them, slow down a little bit. Um, A18 Sega, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Kim, what up, Ken Dog? I have to cut back drastically on 4Ks this year. I've been buying more Blu-rays and DVD. It's fun hunting down movies still stuck on DVD. That is fun, and that's what I love doing. I'm a very in-store like kind of person, like naturally. I don't love just sitting here and ordering a bunch of stuff online. I that's not how I started, doing stuff on this channel. If you guys have been following me since way back, you'll know that I picked up 95% of the releases I have like in store. I went to Best Buy, I went to Target, I went to Walmart, I went to thrifting spots, I went to Goodwill. Like I was grabbing Dollar Tree. My whole collection was being accumulated from like in-store pickups. And now it's like all 90% online, 10% in store. And when I'm in store, like I love that, especially like going to a place like McKay's where it's like you can go in there and walk out with anything. It's like what you don't even know what you're gonna find. Like that's a magical experience. I love that. Even if I come out with nothing, it's still fun to be in there and look around and hunt around and just the anticipation of what you could find. It's exciting. Um versus just getting on a website and yeah, I'll take that and that and that and that and that and that and that'll be $180. It's just not as fun. It's just not as fun. It's like it's just taking all the spontaneity, all the magic out of it. It just arrives on my doorstep. I bring it down here, I take it out of the box and uh, I mean it's fun sometimes, I mean I like it. I like physical media, but it's not the same. I miss walking in the store and coming out with a few steelbooks and a couple of slip covers and I don't know, guys. We need Dumb and Dumber. Blade's owned by Disney? Is that real though? But they don't own they own Disney through Marvel, or they own Blade through Marvel, but they don't own those Blade movies. Like that's still New Line, right? Like they're the ones. Warner Bros. Is the one that put out Blade on 4K. Yeah, it was okay. I don't feel like picking that up on physical. Maybe if it goes down in price, I'll grab it eventually, but I don't need that movie. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All right, we only need one light, guys, and I can give away Tron. But somebody brought up Superman, and I've got Superman, lenticular slipcover, and I got Corpse Bride, and I'll give away these digital codes if we get to 200 likes. But we got to get to 200 likes. Who announced Magnolia? Who announced Magnolia 4K? I would get that too. I love Paul Thomas Anderson. When was an Event Horizon Steelbook announced? I grabbed that in 2022. I've already got an Event Horizon 4K Steelbook. When is that coming out? Is that a re-release? I've already got 2 versions of Event Horizon because I got the Screen Factory one too. Crazy. I don't even see it. Yeah, who's putting out Event Horizon? When's that coming? I also don't like how Barbara outright dismisses the zombies as a threat in the remake. Does she? I mean, she seems pretty frightened of them in the beginning. I mean, it's not like the Barbara in the original. Like she was like catatonic like throughout the entire film. But yeah, I can see that. I do love Tony Todd though. I think he's great in it. Yeah, U571 will be cool. Above the rim, is that what you're thinking, Q? Welcome, Q, by the way. I just watched Firstborn when I went on vacation. I talked about it in a recent video. That's an Olive Films release. So if anybody will put it out, it'll probably be Kino at some point, I would assume, just because they've scooped up a lot of their releases. I doubt there's basketball in this documentary. Yeah, maybe it's something else. Maybe it is White Man Can't Jump. But isn't that Fox? I think that's Fox. Yeah, I noted that. Oh, really? That's interesting. I haven't seen Long Walk. I wanted to. All right, guys, I got to skip way down. I think they'll bring them back in the next couple months, but it'll probably be a month or two. $50 is too much for those, I think. Too much. Yep, exactly. If it has a book and a poster, maybe, but not just the disc and some steel. I don't like steel books like that. Um, oh, really? Supply chain issue with the regular slipcover? What the hell? Did Small Soldiers sell out too? Holy shit. That's Paramount. Usually their stuff doesn't sell out as fast. I mean, Small Soldiers wasn't that it was a great steelbook. I didn't think the 4K was nothing to write home to mom about. That's just my opinion though. Um, it was definitely better than the Blu-ray, but it wasn't like, "Oh my god, you gotta see Small Soldiers on 4K." I didn't feel that way. Steelbook was awesome though. Well, I'm glad I got that then. But I'm kinda surprised that it sold out. I almost waited. I did. I almost waited. Yeah, I didn't love it. It was just all commercials. So like there's no every time they started to build some suspense and tension, they have these fake, you know, commercials, parody commercials, it was a fun bit, but they just kept doing it over and over again. Um, and I was like, this is more commercial than like movie. I don't feel like I'm getting anything in terms of like story and any kind of development. And speaking of that kind of movie, I watched Ghost Watch for the first time last week, and that's a movie that does a very similar thing as WNUF, and WNUF is clearly inspired by that movie. Um, but it doesn't have those commercials that break up everything. It actually builds tension, suspense, builds to a great climax at the end, crescendo. And I was like, that's how it's done. Uh, and Ghost Watch. So I really enjoyed that one. Highly recommend Ghost Watch. I bought the 101 Films release. I've got it somewhere down there, but I'm showing it off in a collection update I'm doing. Um, yeah, I thought about ordering the gator baits, but I was like, what are you doing? Like, what? You're not even gonna watch these, so I didn't order it. I didn't order it. Risky Business is a great is a great movie from the 80s. Wouldn't that be something if I just rattled off all like 3 million of them? Um, well, in 1922, it started with the Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. Was I right? Or is it Nosferatu? Or both? Maybe it's both. Yeah, that's why I try to tell you guys. Will you guys listen to me? For goodness sake, when I tell you something's gonna sell out, I'm not trying to push FOMO, okay? I know it's a whole thing now. Oh, you're just trying to push his Amazon links. You're just trying to push his Amazon links. Um, it's not gonna sell out. It's not gonna sell out. I'm doing it for you guys because I know what regret feels like when you don't order something and it sells out. And I'm just trying to help. Obviously, if you can't afford it, if you don't want to get it, you don't have to get it. But at the same time, it's like I'm trying to give you all useful, helpful information on these releases. And I know Disney and Sony stuff, they sell out. They just do. I mean, I didn't get a Knight's Tale because I was trying to cut back and budget, and now I wish I would have got it. It's sold out. Now I got to wait till whenever Sony wants to put that back in stock. Um, oh, it's all I love Deep Red. Oh my goodness, the score for that is incredible. Oh, I love it. I I love that. Um, I mean, that's a deep cut. That's a deep cut. I might have to watch it for the first time this holiday season. No, I didn't get them. I did not get those, you know. I've got some of those Film Vault releases. To be completely honest, I did not buy them. They were sent to me by Film Vault, and I'm not crazy about them as far as releases. I would never buy something like that on my own. They're nice, they're very nice, but I would never get something like that on my own. I got them because they reached out to me. It was an opportunity to showcase some cool releases on the channel, so I did it, and they're up there, but they're not my style. They're too big and just I'm just not super into that that kind of thing. Like the one clicks and stuff like that, these big, huge, monstrous. I just don't need that. I don't have the room for that. Maybe if it was like one of my favorite movies or something. Um, but yeah, probably, probably. Oh, it's very common in Greece, huh? Damn. What are the Greeks doing to those steelbooks? I figured that you all would be a little bit more careful with that stuff. Postal machines, huh? Yeah. Yeah, it did. I mean, I'm glad I didn't wait, you know, I almost thought about waiting, but I figured that one would sell out. No, I got the 4K of Meatballs. I got the 4K Meatballs, but again, it's because I Lionsgate sends me stuff to showcase, so that's why I got it. Um, but I will say Meatballs is a summer camp movie, and those movies usually look pretty damn good in 4K, so I'm anticipating it'll be a really good 4K. Uh, that's what I was thinking. You know, they already did some of, Rodriguez's films that they would be likely to do the From Dusk Till Dawn. Thank you, Marcus. Yeah, it's my birthday next Thursday. The big 4-0, you know, the big 4-0. Which next week's live stream, I'll just we'll just go ahead and do it. 40th birthday celebration, even though it's the day before. But I'll do it on Wednesday. Maybe that'll be the celebration. Man, I'll have to think of something themed to 40, you know. Yeah, yeah, I get that. I mean, they're nice releases for sure. They're nice releases. I'm a little confused on those, like, because there's steel books on the inside. The ones I had, they don't have steel books on them. So those seem like different style releases. Oh God, please don't. Please no. I hope they don't get it either. I hope they don't get it. Second sight, I would love. I saw that movie once. It was okay. That's all I remember about it. It was like at the it was like at the beginning of Michael Cera's like rise to the top. That was very short lived. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good one. What's up, No Bad Movies? How are you doing? Did we hit one? Oh, we're at 168, guys. So I can give away my Tron digital code. Are you guys ready? One, two, three. There you go. Now we're on the road to 200. We hit 200 likes, and I will give away Superman and Corpse Bride. I love the Silent Hill series. So that might be something I get at some point. A French YouTuber group who became publishers and they did Jeepers Creepers on 4K as their first item, and the mastering a copy is amazing. And that's an actual release? A YouTube group did that? Is it like a bootleg thing? It should be in my theaters this weekend. I'll try. I'll try. I'm still undecided on that. I don't know if I'll get Maxine. I want Pearl. You know, part of me's like, well, I can't have the whole trilogy anyway, and from Second Sight because they're not doing X. So maybe I'll just get Pearl, and then maybe I can get Maxine later if it's still in stock. But I still got to order the Florida project, so I'm thinking about putting in an order over at Orbitz for Pearl, Florida project, and maybe the Reanimator 4K because I still need to get that, and that's coming out in November as well. The standard version, at least. Oh, did it? I didn't know that. Yeah, I've got the DVD of that movie, but I don't have. Is there a Blu-ray of it? Did somebody do a Blu-ray? Yeah, they did. They did not do the whole bloody affair. It's just a matter of how much do you like that Steelbook, you know? Because that's really all it is. It's a Steelbook. The transfer, the 4K is good. It's not $40 good. And there's no new special features. So it really just comes down to how bad do you want that collectible Steelbook. You know, $40 is not a terrible price. You know, we pay $40 for Steelbooks all the time. Disney releases all kinds of $40 Steelbooks and Lionsgate, and it's a pretty standard price, but it was a better price. It was $27.99 from Paramount. But $40 isn't bad if you really want it. Um, yeah, they really haven't. They really haven't. Yeah, I understand that, man. I need to go to more pawn shops. Um, yeah, I was looking at my pile over there. They're all on the floor. I think I've got like 120 or something. It's 360 games. But I used to I would have had a lot more, but I used to trade them in and stuff like that. And there's a lot of games that I used to have that I don't have anymore that I wish I did. Some really cool games. But PS3 I got about 50. I'm building up that collection. So coming home from Best Buy after a Black Friday movie haul always created movement in my shorts. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I would take a 4K of both of those. You know, Ed Wood would be a great Criterion 4K, and Mars Attacks would be a great. Oh my goodness. Sorry guys, would be a great Arrow 4K. Do you think Netflix will put some what? Movies out on physical media? Probably not because they're bitches. Netflix is bitches. Okay. I wake up every day and try to figure out who's the bigger bitch, Disney or Netflix, and I can't figure it out. At least Disney supports physical media somewhat. Netflix, they've just almost completely abandoned it. So they're probably the bigger bitch. Blade is on Deadpool and Wolverine, so he is Disney. Well, I mean, now he's Disney, but I think Warner Brothers still has the rights to those first 3 Blade movies. Oh, I was gonna do a video on that. I hate that. Do you guys want to get into that? Let's let's do that. Well, let me just do this live. Okay. We'll do it live. Because I hate this. I hate the news. There was other news of Netflix trying to buy So when did this come out? This was 20 hours ago. Um, okay, so there's a couple articles here. This is from a week ago. Okay, let me bring this up because I want to know your all's thoughts on this, if you have any thoughts. Because I think it sucks. I really do. Let me put myself at the bottom. Paramount Skydance reportedly wants to buy Warner Brothers Discovery. Here's what the mega merger would mean. The dust has barely settled on the Paramount Skydance merger, but the newly merged media company reportedly has another merger in its sights. The David Ellison-led company reportedly wants to buy Warner Bros. Discovery, which itself is currently in the process of breaking itself up into smaller media companies. What's happened yesterday? The Wall Street Journal reported that Paramount Skydance was preparing a bid to buy its rival Warner Bros. Discovery, citing anonymous sources, CNBC, and other outlets as reported the rumor plan. The deal, according to WSJ, would be a majority all cash one that would bid for the entirety of Warner Bros. Discovery, including its famed movie studio and its myriad cable networks. It would also include the HBO Max streaming service. Fast Company has reached out to Warner Bros. Discovery and Paramount Skydance for comment. If the deal were to be approved by Warner Bros. Discovery and its shareholders, it would make the combined media giants one of the largest entities ever in U.S. media space. Is that it? Oh, it says continue reading. All right, so it would also come at a time when the media landscape continues to go through massive shifts as streaming continues its disruption of both cable and network television landscape in Hollywood and the movie theater experience. The consolidation of the two companies would also somewhat ironically stem Warner Brothers Discovery's stated efforts to deconsolidate itself, and thus the industry. In 2022, Warner Media and Discovery merged, but by 2024, the newly formed Warner Bros. Discovery announced plans to uncouple many of the company's assets. A merger between Warner Bros. Discovery and Paramount Skydance would put an end to that decoupling, as Paramount Skydance is reportedly set to acquire all of Warner Bros. Discovery's current assets. A ticking clock. However, any such merger deal would be under a ticking clock. That's because Warner Bros. Discovery has said that it expects to split itself into publicly traded companies by April 2026. Just 8 months from now, Warner Bros. Discovery intends to separate its media assets by siloing its streaming and Hollywood studio divisions into a new streaming and studios company and putting its cable networks into another global networks company. By operating as two distinct and optimized companies in the future, we are empowering those iconic brands with a sharper focus and strategic flexibility they need to compete most effectively in today's evolving media landscape. Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav said in a June announcement. Paramount Skydance is led by CEO David Ellison, son of tech billionaire Larry Ellison. That's where all the money comes from, guys. Because you would ask yourself on the surface here, okay, Warner Brothers has been doing very well this year. All their movies, like they've got like what 7 movies in a row that have made over $40 million or something crazy like that. So they've been doing really well. Paramount, I don't feel like has had anything that's done extremely well. Like they've got Mission Impossible, they've got Transformers, but like they don't have like the success that Warner Bros. Has had recently. But they've got money because the person that's in charge, dad is a billionaire. So that's how they're able to try to buy Warner Brothers. Of course, even if Paramount Skydance manages to convince Warner Bros. Discovery and its investors to stop the split and instead sell, there is no guarantee the merger would go through. Federal regulators would likely have deep concerns over the merger and the consolidation of two of the biggest media companies in the world. So, I mean, generally, guys, I just think it's a bad thing. I mean, we saw what happened when Disney acquired Fox. I mean, I just think because the company that acquires the other company never cares about the properties of that company as much as that company originally did because it was theirs. When they purchase something, then things just become lost because they don't care as much about that company's history as the initial people that ran the company before them. And Warner Brothers has been doing a hell of a job with physical media releases and putting out their catalog releases, and they continue to do so with stuff like the Warner Archive label and just all the stuff they're putting out. Like, they're just doing great work, and I hate to see that go away. And I'm not a fan of what Paramount's doing right now with physical media. They do a good job putting their streaming stuff on physical. That's cool. But they're consolidating their stuff down. They're giving us less options. They've just got the 4K Steelbook, and the DVD. They've cut out the Blu-ray. And I don't want to see that happen to Warner Brothers. They're, to me, like the last great studio when it comes to physical media. So I really don't want to see them merge into Paramount. But let me talk about something that's even more concerning than that. This other article right here. This came out, I think, right after the news with Paramount and Warner Bros. Netflix is looking to buy Warner Brothers in a move that would change the industry forever. This I'm really not a fan of. Just thinking about Netflix being in charge of Warner Brothers makes my skin crawl, because you're taking a studio that's had extreme success at the box office. And what is Netflix's plans for Warner Bros? Are they going to continue their theatrical stuff? Are they going to leave them alone, continue to let them do their own thing? Or are they going to try to fold them into Netflix and make Warner Brothers stuff exclusive to Netflix? Then you're going to lose all that revenue that Warner Brothers has been bringing to the theaters, through their original IPs and all the other properties. And then they got DC stuff and all kinds of stuff. I mean, Warner Brothers has Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings. They got all that stuff. So to think about all that and like what's going to happen to that and what's going to happen to Warner Brothers properties, that's scary to me. To think that all that stuff could just be regulated to a streaming service and just dumped on there like content to be consumed and then forgot about immediately. And there's no history, there's no legacy. Netflix doesn't care about any of that stuff. They just care about making the content. They care about the IP. They care about pumping it out and just as fast as they can, and let's just forget about it tomorrow. So I would hate that. I really would. Unless it would just be a thing where they would buy them and let them continue to do their own thing, then fine, But still, I don't think it ends well for anybody if Netflix buys Warner Brothers. But getting into the story a little bit, a new contender may have just entered the Warner Bros. Discovery sweepstakes, with Paramount and Skydance officially cementing their merger back in August. There were rumblings that the newly bolstered entertainment giant under David Ellison was next to looking to acquire the storied Hollywood studio. Bones and all, however, Puck News has now reported that in a shocking twist, Netflix may be considering a bid. Adding smoke to this potential fire is that the streamer's CEO, Ted Sarandos, was recently in attendance at the Crawford Alvarez fight in Las Vegas alongside WBD chief David Zaslav. What the hell? And that guy's a whore. He doesn't care. He'll sell out for anybody. The report further details that unlike Paramount Skydance, which would be acquiring all branches, cable networks, and more from both Warner Bros. And Discovery sides, Netflix may be more interested in just the studio and streaming part of the business. It's uncertain just how aggressive the streaming company could be in trying to acquire all that, especially with Ellison looming with seemingly no worries about the costs for the whole kit and caboodle, and his billionaire father, Larry Ellison, worth over $350 billion as of writing, behind him with the expected astronomical price of WBD, the company's debts, and talks of potentially splitting off the cable networks. However, such a deal would take time to come into place, leaving the door open for Netflix or other suitor to sway Zaslav. Puck has also previously reported that Zaslav isn't certain the right offer will be there if Ellison makes a bid. Whatever the case, a potential move to Netflix would represent a seismic shift in the entertainment industry by putting at least some part of the Hollywood legacy company in the hands of a streaming first giant. And that's scary, guys. That is scary. It feels like the future. It feels like an inevitability at this point that we're moving towards only streaming, cut out the physical, cut out the theaters. And no true movie fan wants that. Okay. No true movie fan wants that. But it looks like none of this stuff is certain. It looks like it's all very much still kind of on the table, and hopefully it doesn't happen. Hopefully Warner Brothers remains by itself. It splits Discovery, Warner Brothers, all that stuff. But I mean, if Netflix got Warner Brothers, that would mean that they would get HBO, right? And all that stuff, like House of Dragon and all that stuff would be on Netflix, or would they have HBO as well? Would they fold it into each other? It's just not good. I don't think any way you slice it, any way you cut it, it ends well for anybody that's a fan of entertainment, movies, television. It's good to have options when you consolidate this stuff and you deplete the options. Never a good thing for movie and film fans and TV fans as well. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know. Thank you for that topic. I meant to do a video about that and I did not. So that's going to be the video. I'll probably clip that out or something and put it up later this week. Yeah. I mean, the best you can do now is getting bootlegs because Netflix doesn't seem to have any interest in physical media. They just don't. They just don't. I agree. Oh, it's back on Amazon? Let me see. Yeah, the F1 Steelbook looked good. I don't know if I need that, but it's cool looking. No, it's not on Amazon anymore. That sold out very quick. If they can get away with $50 for a single movie because it's a Steelbook or something, a little collector like the upcoming Hard Boiled, they will try 70, then 90, then finally 100. Yeah, fortunately, Hard Boiled went down to 50 on Amazon, and it was like 46 on Orbit. Yeah, I'll be getting that from Arrow. I mean, I grew up during that time period. Like I appreciate it. It's just that's the movie, and I wanted something a little bit had a little bit of teeth to it, like it was an actual horror film. It's like it's cool to have all those commercials, but I can watch that on YouTube. It's to me, it's like, yeah, it's nostalgic and fun, but it didn't make it a good movie to me. They didn't fix mine. They never sent me a replacement disc, and I didn't hear about. I mean, didn't I put up a link for that for the replacement disc? Did anybody in the chat get a replacement disc for the cell? Let me know. Guys, we're 21 likes away from 200 likes. If you haven't hit the like button yet, hit the like button, and I'll give away more digital codes. But I'm getting ready to get off here for the night, so y'all got to be fast with the likes. I don't know when they're going to do their next sale. I feel like they did one a few months ago. I think it's like once a year or maybe twice a year. I want the whole box set. Well, thank you, Wayne. I mean, I feel like I'm 50, and sometimes when I look in the mirror, I feel like I look like I'm 60. So I appreciate you saying that. I try to maintain my childlike innocence through acting like a child all the time. I mean, I got my Nintendo on the floor over here, because like I said, I pulled out all my gaming stuff over the weekend. You guys want to see the Nintendo? You know what else is 40 this year? This Nintendo. Look at that. I still got it. I also got my Super Nintendo as well. I got them all out. All my gaming systems are out. Flashdance is a great 4K. His meteoric rise to the middle. Oh, I mean, he got close to the top. What about Youth in Revolt? What about Scott Pilgrim? He had a trajectory and then Just went. I liked him, and This Is the End, though. That was his last great performance. I mean, it's nice. It's nice, but then it's like, what am I getting with it? There's nothing new here. It's all the same with a VHS tape. Thank you for joining After Hours. Yeah, I missed you up here. Yeah, it's we do. I have to watch some stuff though. I have to get some stuff watched. Thank you for joining, man. Oh yeah, I gotta watch the new one. I'm so excited for VHS Halloween though. That's what I'm really excited for. Yeah, we need Caddyshack for sure. And what about Bob? I doubt it. Maybe somebody will do that, but I doubt it. I don't think anybody's clamoring for that. I didn't watch Wake and Fright. I need to. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I'm excited for his take. Yeah, I'm gonna get One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest for sure. Well, here's my thoughts on it on the Tree of Woe. Um, my thoughts are okay, you can maintain your exclusivity for the TV show, the movie, whatever the original that you put out. You can maintain that for a year, maybe 2 years. But then set up your own physical media store online, make it like a boutique store like Lionsgate Limited's doing, and sell some cool like collector's editions of some of these shows and movies on this site. You can make even more money. My thought is nobody's signing up for Netflix for stuff that's a year or 2 old on Netflix. They're signing up for whatever's new, whatever's coming around the corner. That's what they're signing up for. So Netflix has a constant stream of new stuff all the time. People are signing up for the new stuff. They're not signing up for Ozark anymore. Maybe if you haven't seen Ozark, that's like a bonus. Oh, I'll go back and check out Ozark. You're not signing up for that anymore. So why not release Ozark, like a collector's set of Ozark on 4K? Why have we not got Stranger Things season 3? Who hasn't seen Stranger Things season 3 that has Netflix? Who's still signing up for Stranger Things season 3 that came out 6 years ago? Why can't that get a physical release? That's my thought. You can agree with it, you can disagree with it, but I don't think the mass majority of people that are signing up for Netflix are maintaining their subscription. I don't think they're gonna cancel just because you put up a collector's edition of Midnight Mass. I don't think they're gonna cancel because you put up a collector's edition of a 4-year-old television show, on a site for people to be able to buy. It's like, "Oh, Midnight Mass has got a physical. I'm gonna cancel Netflix now." That's not gonna happen. People That's like a part of people's lifestyle. Like, Netflix is Netflix. Um and nobody's gonna cancel it because you put out a few of their movies or TV shows, like the most popular ones on physical media. Not saying you gotta do everything. Um, that's just my thoughts on it, though. I could be wrong. I mean, I would be down for that. I like the second one. I don't think I've ever seen the 3rd From Dusk Till Dawn. The second one's got Robert Patrick in it, right? It's been years. I mean, he's been doing good stuff. I mean, like, you can say what you want about him, but he's pushing original material. Like, that's one of the only major studios that are doing like original movies and they're actually doing well. So, and he's the guy in charge. So at the end of the day, like, he's going to get the blame, but he's also going to get the credit if they're doing well, and he deserves credit for what Warner Bros is accomplishing right now. Um, yeah, it stinks. I wish Disney would redo a Blu-ray box set for the X-Files. Did the X-Files ever get Blu-ray? Did that ever get Blu-ray? WB got rid of their Cartoon Network shows on HBO Max, so with Netflix, they will cut out every childhood shows. Maybe. No, they don't. No, they don't. Yep. They do, yeah. Criterion does that as well. That's why I like doing those flash sales versus Barnes and Noble sometimes because I can accumulate some points. Okay, you got it? Cool. So, yeah, I guess some people got it, but it wasn't a thing where they were like, "Oh, here's a bunch of replacement discs." Sweet. I never owned a PSP. That was a kind of a big handheld system I never got. Nice. Year 1 was fun for what it was. It wasn't one I loved, though. Top 5 Tarantino movies. All right, here we go. Off the top of my head, number 5, Hateful Eight. Number 4, Django. Number 3, Inglourious Bastards. Number 2, Pulp Fiction. Number 1, Kill Bill Volume 1. That's what I'll say today. But I love, like, all of his movies pretty much. So it's hard to do. I would probably put Django above Inglourious Bastards. But since I just watched Inglourious recently, it really is a great movie. I'm kind of feeling that a little bit more today. The Cuckoo's Nest, I think it's okay. It's not great, but it's okay. Oh, top 5 Scorsese. Number 1, Raging Bull. Number 2, Raging Bull. Number 2, I'm trying to think. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Oh, Taxi Driver. Number 2 is Taxi Driver. Number 3, Goodfellas. Number 4, Wolf of Wall Street. Number 5, Mean Streets. I think I'm good with that. But you're asking me to do this on the fly. Yeah, I thought about getting that, but I held off. I was like, I don't need this. I've got the regular 4K. So I resisted. I'm wrong. I know Robert's excited for Night 90. That's his name. He's been waiting on that. Okay, it's out of print. Shit. I've got the X-Files on DVD, so I at least own it. Most overrated director of all time. That's a tough one to answer. I mean, I can't say like a huge director because most of like really big directors, they're big for a reason. Maybe Wes Anderson. I don't completely understand the love for him. But again, it's all subjective. Like the people that love Wes Anderson, they really love Wes Anderson. It's just something that I can't crack into personally. I don't think I've ever seen I don't think there's one Wes Anderson movie that I love. I like Grand Budapest Hotel quite a bit. I like Royal Tenenbaums, but just something about his style, just dry, like watching paint dry, some of those movies. It just doesn't appeal to me. Everybody's so monotone and boring. Um, I don't know. I'll say that without trying to upset anybody. Yeah, I mean, these are all great films. I'm not forgetting them. I just my top 5 is my top 5. I mean, he's got other great films as well. You guys know I'm not big on The Departed. I think it's good. I like it, but I don't even know if it'd be in my top 10 Scorsese, to be honest. No, it doesn't, but Cape Fear's probably in my top 10. I love Cape Fear. I want a 4K of them. Top 5 Hitchcock, Psycho's number 1, hands down. Number 2 would be probably Rope. I loved Rope. Number 3 would be Rear Window. Number 4 would be I still got quite a few Hitchcock films to watch. North by Northwest, number 4. And number 5, um, maybe The Birds, just because I'm very nostalgic for that movie. But there might be a better Hitchcock film I just haven't discovered yet. Uh, Nolan, I mean, Nolan's great. I don't, but maybe he's overrated just because people treat him like he's God. Um, and I have not loved every Nolan film I've seen. So maybe he's overrated just because people tend to like really hype him up as like a god of filmmaking. And I don't believe he's got like all masterpieces. I believe he's got a lot of really good movies. Um, but I'm not a huge, massive fan of Inception. The Dark Knight trilogy is great, but he's definitely those movies have flaws. Like they do. All of them have flaws. Um, To me, that's always subjective, right? Dunkirk, I'm not a huge fan of. I did not like Tenet at all. Oppenheimer, I think, is a masterpiece. Interstellar, I think, is a masterpiece. I like The Prestige a lot. So, but like The Odyssey, I'm not a Nolan fanboy, but that movie has got me. I'm more excited for The Odyssey than I've been for any movie in quite some time. So I'm really looking forward to The Odyssey. But yeah, I could see Nolan being a little overrated for sure. For sure. Um, that's a good list. After Hours is really good. I mean, it's fun. I don't know if I could crack that in my top 5. Michael Bay, I can see that. I mean, I'm a fan of Michael Bay, but pre Transformers, but like the early Michael Bay, I'm a fan of. Um, Yeah, maybe. I'm not a huge Guy Ritchie fan either of the ones I've seen. I didn't love Snatch all that much. I like The Gentleman though, the more recent movie he did. He's done a lot of movies recently though that I haven't seen. What's up, WB? But I feel like with Michael Bay, a lot of people shit on Michael Bay. So I don't feel like he's overrated in the sense that everybody thinks he's great. Maybe because he can bring in the box office with some of his movies, but there's a lot of people that shit on Michael Bay. They don't really treat him like he's a god of film or anything. Um, David Lynch is a tough one for me to crack into. A lot of his stuff is just so abstract and it's almost like a puzzle that when I'm watching his movies, I feel like I can't quite put it together. But he's a very interesting filmmaker, and I watched Eraserhead this year for the first time, and I think that's one of his most straightforward films. Like I understood what that movie was better than I did any of his other films that I watched. Um, but I feel like I really need to open myself up and really just try to dive in and give his filmography a real chance. I like Blue Velvet a lot. I think that's a good movie. Wild at Heart, I thought was that one was just that was it was a little bit too crazy and out there for me. So was Lost Highway. Mulholland Drive, I couldn't get into. I didn't even finish it. So yeah, but also I just don't feel like I've give him a true chance on a lot of his stuff. Yeah, I get it. It's a style I'm just not acclimated to. Top 5 Nolan, I mean, Oppenheimer's probably 1, then Interstellar, then The Dark Knight, then The Prestige, then the Batman Begins, probably for me. Well, I mean, it's subjective. I'm not gonna say you're wrong, you know, but you can definitely argue and say he's not overrated. That's an argument to make, but the fact that you say Nolan's is not overrated, then never liked any Nolan movie, like, I feel like there's people that they do treat Nolan like he's the second coming of Jesus Christ of filmmaking, and I don't think he is that. It always frustrated me because I thought Denis Villeneuve was a better filmmaker for a long time, and, now it's interesting, he's gotten sucked into the franchise stuff with Dune, and now he's doing James Bond, and he's not doing interesting stuff to me anymore, and now Nolan, I feel like he's doing stuff that appeals to me more than Denis did, but for a while, it was Denis that I thought just wasn't getting the credit that he deserved, so I kinda had a little bit of a chip on my shoulder with Nolan. I was like, "He's just not as good as everybody says he is." Or he's not as good as Denis is. And I still think that to an extent, especially with Denis' like earlier stuff and like stuff like Blade Runner 2049 and Arrival. I think those movies are better than a lot of Nolan films in Prisoners and Enemy and Sicario, like done so many great films. But that's just me. I mean, Tenet like outright kind of sucked in my opinion. Like I didn't think that movie was good at all. I don't think Denis has any movie that sucks. Yeah, a lot of people would say that. A lot of people would say that. I need to rewatch it though. It's been a year since I've seen it. George Miller, maybe, maybe, maybe. I mean, yeah, he elevates that film. Like I said, that's my third favorite Nolan film, and I think there's some extreme flaws in that movie. I think the whole like third act is a flaw with that film. I don't like the third act of that movie, but Ledger's so freaking good in that. He's undeniable. Like it's that performance is just one of the best of the 21st century, maybe like top 5. So, I mean, I agree to that. I agree with that to an extent. You give me all the top 5s. Top 5 Fincher, I mean, number 1 is 7, probably. Number 2 is The Game. I used to say The Game was my favorite, but I recognize the greatness of 7. Um, Number 3, Fight Club? Fight Club. Number 4 is, Alien 3. No, it's not. I don't like Alien 3. Number 4, I'm gonna say The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. I remember liking that movie. I haven't seen it in quite some time. Number 5, oh, I forgot about, okay, number 4 would be Gone Girl, and number 5, I'll give it to Panic Room. I'll give it to Panic Room. But I'm sure I'm missing something. No, I try not to let it bother me because you could just you could really drive yourself crazy with this stuff if you let that kind of stuff bother you. Because it's like sometimes I'll have something fall off the shelf, and it's like it just is what it is. Like a perfect, like your collection condition, like it's a part of the collection. Like all the rips and tears and wrinkles and stuff like that. It's all a part of your collection. It's what makes your collection your collection. All the imperfections and all that. And it's fine at the end of the day, unless you plan on selling all this stuff and you want it in pristine condition so you can get the most value for that release. Um, which, maybe I'll sell some of this stuff at some point, but that's not the ultimate goal for me. That's not the plan. So I don't mind a little damage here and there in the corners and all that stuff. I'm not really that kind of collector. Top 5 Ridley. This is hard, Wayne. What if I wanted to do videos on this at some point? Um, it's the last one I'll do. Ridley Scott. Number 1's Alien. Number 2 is Gladiator. Number 3, Thelma and Louise. Number 4. Damn it. Let's go with Black Hawk Down. How about that? And number 5 is The Last Duel. That's right. I like The Last Duel a lot. I'm sure I missed something huge. There's some Ridley films I don't like very much, though, that a lot of people do. Oh, I didn't even say Blade Runner, but yeah, Blade Runner is not in my top 5. It's not. Baz Luhrmann. I can't. Elvis. That's the only thing I know that he did. He do The Great Gatsby too. I think those are the only 2 films I've seen. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of Martian either. Yeah, I'm happy with my top 5. Really, it's Alien and Gladiator. Like those and Thelma and Louise. Like those are the best. Those are the best, right? All right, Kubrick, The Shining. Okay, number 1. Full Metal Jacket, number 2. Clockwork Orange, number 3. Paths of Glory, number 4. I love Paths of Glory. And number 5, The Killing. The Killing's a great heist movie. And yes, I did not say Barry Lyndon. I did not say 2001. And I did not say Eyes Wide Shut. Because those are good movies, but I don't love them. Favorite Paul Thomas Anderson film is a tie between There Will Be Blood and Boogie Nights. Y'all just keep giving me the top 5s. Top 5 Shyamalan. Okay, I'll keep going because it's different people. Number 1 is Signs. Number 2, The Sixth Sense. Number 3, Unbreakable. Number 4, Split. And number 5. This is where it gets tricky. What do you say for number 5 when you're talking about Shyamalan? I don't love The Village. I don't, so I can't say that. I'm gonna go with is it The Visit? Is that what it's called? The found footage movie? I'm gonna go with The Visit for number 5 for Shyamalan. Marcy, Thrill of the Hunt of McKay's. Never know what gems you will find. I know it's fantastic. McKay's was incredible. I want to go back already. So yeah. I love the game. I do. I kind of just want to make that my number 1 just because. Dude, I love that movie. I don't even know why I got criticism. My wife and I watched it. We freaking loved it. I thought it was great. I thought Affleck was great. I thought freaking Matt Damon was phenomenal. And it was a little redundant the way they told the story, but it was very interesting the way they did it. You know, the different angles and stuff. And there was some scenes in that movie that were just very uncomfortable and very tense, and some of the battle sequences were freaking awesome. So I love that movie. I love it. American Gangster is a big one I haven't seen. I gotta watch that one. Um, I mean, never say never. That's just how I feel now. I don't know how I'm gonna feel in 5 years. I don't know how I'm gonna feel in 6 months. I don't know how I'm gonna feel in 10 years. You know, I may decide in 6 months I want to sell everything. I may decide that. I don't know. As I feel right now in this current frame of mind, it's very hard for me to sell anything. I've sold stuff, as I stated in that video. It's very hard for me to sell stuff though. It's very hard for me to part with things. So, but in the future, things might change. You know, I'm very open to change. It's inevitable. Like we all change as people. We all evolve. Um, yeah, it gets annoying sometimes. You see a little ding in the corner. This just feels so needless. It's like why, why? I don't like Eyes Wide Shut. I'll just be honest. Oh, Doctor Strangelove. Oh, I like that. That might be my number 5. That might be my number 5. I like that movie. Yeah. I kinda did wanna say Glass. I like Glass. I kinda did wanna say that. Top 5 Argento. Okay. Um, number 1, Deep Red. Number 2, Tenebrae. Number 3, Suspiria. Number 4, Phenomena. Number 5, this is where it gets tricky. I feel like there's another. Oh, Opera. Opera is number 5. Yeah, I would have said Bird with the Crystal Plumage, but rewatching Opera, I actually really liked it. Um, so I'll say Opera today. Number 1 would be Happiness, and that's all I got. That's only because it's the only one I've seen. It's crazy, right? I don't think I've seen enough Michael Mann. I mean, maybe I have, but I just don't know his stuff off the top of my head. I know Heat, I know Manhunter, I know Thief, and I know, um I mean, maybe I know 5. I can't think. No, I'm keeping it. I'm keeping it. So that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's not very good. Freakin' is, number 1's Exorcist, number 2 is, I'll say Cruisin', number 3 is To Live and Die in LA, number 4, Sorcerer, and number 5 is I feel like I'm missing one. Bug, maybe, for number 5? Yeah, it's a big one. That's a big one. I don't know because I don't have either. I got the Blu-ray from Criterion, and it's a good edition, but that's all I know. But guys, did we hit 200 likes? We're at 192. You know what? It's okay. You guys were a great audience tonight. So I'm going to give away my Superman digital code. And we didn't even have to hit 200. But if you haven't hit the like button yet, if you want to help me get to 200 in the last 2 minutes that I'm on here, I would appreciate it. There's the Superman code. You have until 2027 to redeem it. I like that supernatural tree movie he did, The Guardian. That was pretty good. Is Under the Skin out of prints? Is that what you're saying? There's Corpse Brad. There you have it, guys. That's the live. I had fun tonight. It was a good night. We talked about a lot of good stuff, did a lot of good top fives at the end. I appreciate that. I appreciate the conversation. We've been on here for 2 hours and 15 minutes. Jeez Louise. But thank you all so much for being here. Like the stream again. Comment after the stream. I would appreciate that. If you're watching it on the replay, if you're watching now, leave a comment after the stream. It helps out with the algorithm and the channel and all that good stuff. I would appreciate it. And tomorrow, I don't know what I'm dropping tomorrow. It's a grab bag, whatever. But Friday is going to be my Tron 4K review. I'll also have a Night of the Living Dead 4K review sometime over the weekend and a collection update, a long one, like 45, 50-minute long collection update. So you can look forward to that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And then, of course, the physical media report will be back on Monday. More videos, more reviews. Nightmare on Elm Street's coming soon, which is very exciting. So thank you all so much for watching tonight. Hit all the buttons, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And I'll see you next time.